This is I Make Beats, and welcome to the channel. I know it's been a long time coming, but the day has finally arrived. I have just received my MPC 2500 limited edition back from mpcstuff.com, so let's do it. I'm so excited to finally have my 2500 functional. As you can see, I did make some changes, put some new pads on there. All the switches and buttons were replaced, as well as the knobs. I really was digging the chrome knobs, and I think that they really kind of complement the board. Along with getting my MPC back from MPC Stuff, I've also added an additional piece of gear to my studio, the Behringer X32 producer. Yes, I am so excited to be able to elevate my music production. So without further ado, let's go check out the new setup. We are finally here. I did a video about a year and a half ago pulling this back out of the closet, talking about how when I purchased it, it was damaged and it kind of sat on the shelf for a long time. COVID hit. I didn't get to send it off at that time like I wanted, but it's finally back from mpcstuff.com. I am really happy with the quality of work that they've done. They gave me everything I asked for. As you can see, I replaced the black pads with the purple. I also had all the switches and all the buttons replaced. I really dig the chrome knob. The knobs on here, they make it pop to me. So let's go ahead and try to just crack out a quick little beat so you guys can kind of hear the quality of the MPC 2500. So I got some basic drums here. So what I also did was I grabbed a couple of Landr samples from the Lo-Fi Garden sample pack. I got a string sample and like a electric piano sample. So here is the electric piano sample. And here is the string sample. So let's go ahead and add that in. Also, let me make a quick note before I add those samples to the sequence. Landr samples are 24-bit. And the MPC 2500 only can accept 16-bit samples. So what I had to do was I had to put the samples on the MPC key and then sample them in to the 2500. So the samples are in the key of F major. So I went on over to the Roland Phantom and created this bass line. So after sampling in my own bass line, we end up with this. So let's talk about how all of this is set up and routed. I am working with two different setups here. The first setup is where the MPC 2500 is the hub. I'm utilizing the 8 outputs on the back with the professional grade 1/4 inch cables to XLR, and those are routing out of the MPC 2500 into the Behringer X32 mixer. I'm also utilizing a USB 4-channel mixer that's off to the side here, and the mixer allows me to bring in the Phantom and the MPC Key 61. So those are routing into the 4-channel mixer, and the 4-channel mixer's output runs into the record in on the MPC 2500. So along with all the samples that I have in the 2500, I'm also able to, as you saw earlier when I played that bass line, I was able to record that from the Phantom into the MPC and add it to the project. So I'm not limited as far as sound. I can go to either keyboard and, add any instrument or sound that I want. The X32 mixer is a class compliant mixer, so I'm able to use the USB cable connected to the MPC Key 61, and then that allows me to have 32 channels directly from the MPC key. And the Behringer mixer is X32, which means it also has 32 channels. So I have to decide which way I want to work. I can't work in both at the same time. One of the things I can say about the MPC 2500 is the JJOS that I have on here is very similar to how the newer MPCs function. I'm not sure if you guys can see the screen very clearly, but as you can see here, I'm on track 4, and right under that is the type of program I'm using. We know on the newer MPCs we have drum programs, we have plugins and key groups, but on the older versions you only have 2 types of programs. You have drum programs and MIDI. So I'm using drum programs, so I can still name the program, and you could even name the track if you want. You can name the sequence. So it's very similar to how we use the modern MPC. I love this JJOS because it wasn't a big learning curve. If I go into, let's say I want to edit a sample, we still have a lot of the features like discard, extract, delete, silence, normalize, reverse, time stretch. I mean, it is so similar to the current MPC that it really didn't take me much time to kind of dive in and just kind of know where I'm going. So I'm really excited about that. Today's video was mainly about the 2500 and getting it back. I'm excited to have it functional. Although I do have the X32. If you guys are really interested in how the X32 functions, please leave me a comment below. and I'll be sure to follow up with a video specifically about the X32 mixer. As you can see, there is so much for me to still learn, but I am excited to be moving in this direction. Being able to separate my sounds. Not having an MPC-X isn't an issue. The 2500 also has the 8 outputs, so I'm able to route my sound and separate my sound into the X32, and with all the functions and capabilities of that mixer, I'm sure that I can produce some top quality stuff. So if you guys are interested in any of the gear that I have shown on my channel, check the description. There are links there at no extra cost to you. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell so you know when I come out with new content. Until next time, this is I Make Beats.